Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another Marvel vs. System unboxing for Maximum Carnage. Part 2 in the Symbiotes arc, Volume 4, Issue number 8. The first one went over Lethal Protector, which is Venom, and some of the other Venom-associated characters, like Agent Venom and some of his children. This is going to focus on Carnage and characters from the bad guys that revolve around him and the Maximum Carnage storyline. Sorry, my brain was trying to think of what it was called. And then the third set will be Spider-Verse, which will have characters that are more adjacent to, again, the Maximum Carnage storyline, as well as more of the Spider-Man allies that have to do with symbiotes. So much like this, we're going to shop. We have a brand new team of symbiotes. So this started off in the other set. Love this. There's a lot of AKAs in here. So like Venoms and people that are linked together. And there's Symbiosis, which has appeared on all the symbiote characters so far. All the Venoms. But if they get 1/1 counters, they keep them even when they're stunned. So that's 3 of the big main things to keep an eye on for this set. So we're going to jump into our favorite redneck covered in an alien goo, Carnage, Cletus Cassidy. So he has a Symbiosis. He also has Berserker. When Carnage attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on him. And then Antisocial. When Carnage stuns an enemy character or gets stunned, he gains 1 XP. And then he levels up. He keeps Symbiosis and Berserker and gains Maximum Carnage. When Carnage stuns an enemy character or gets stunned, put a +1/+1 counter on Carnage. Fairly straightforward. Just going to keep adding counters and getting more deadly as time goes by. One of his partners in the Maximum Carnage storyline was Shriek. Which is very interesting because it's like a Sonic-based character. It's working with a symbiote that are harmed by Sonics. Dark Empathy. Choose 2 face-up enemy characters in the same row. They have one strike the other. And then Mother and Father. Level 4. When Carnage appears or attacks on your side, Shriek gains 1 XP. So you're going to revolve around having to have Carnage. We're family. Put a symbiote, Demolic Goblin, or a doppelganger supporting character from your hand into your side. And then Dark Empathy, you can have them attack each other. Not them, but have 2 characters. So not super complicated abilities, but that is perfectly fine. Sometimes you need something simple, but the fact you can pull out a Demo Goblin or a Doppelganger, which were 2 of the other main little villain characters that work with Carnage during Maximum Carnage, is really fun. And then our third main character is Toxin. Symbiosis and a third symbiote. This is like the mix of Venom and Carnage. So when Venom or Carnage appear on your side, Toxin gains 1 XP. You can only gain 1 XP from each of them. So you have to have both of them out. And when he levels up, he has the 100th in the lineage. Toxin can only attack face-up enemy characters with the highest attack. If he can't attack it, he can't attack. It's a really weird ability. But yeah, interesting. Alright, we're going to jump into our supporting characters, which always have 4 copies unless otherwise said. We're going to start with Spider Carnage, who has the Spider Friend ability, who's aka the Scarlet Spider. It's when Ben Reilly got taken over by Carnage for a bit. Did a fairly good job of controlling him for the most part. Symbiosis and Web Sling. Move a back row enemy character to its front row. There's the aforementioned Doppelganger. So Doppelganger is an interesting character. There was a storyline. Was it Infinity Crusade? I might be wrong on which one it was. But there was a storyline had with Infinity stuff and then Infinity Stones and all this way back in the day. And basically they had evil versions of all the different superheroes and they had to fight each other. And this was Spider-Man. He became a 4-armed or 6-armed monster version of Spider-Man. And then when the storyline ended, like 90% of these doppelgangers went away. Except for this one and like one or two other specific ones, which I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, he's stuck around as a duplicate evil version of Spider-Man. But he's mindless. So there's an additional cost to recruit doppelganger, discard a random card, and then dodge. He can't be ranged attacked. Demo Goblin. I believe was a... I don't remember if he was another version of that, is an evil version of Hobgoblin, or if someone changed Hobgoblin into a demon. It's something with that. I don't remember exactly. But he has emotional paralysis. Choose an exhausted enemy character. It can't ready on its next turn. Our next symbiote character is going to be Sweeper. Enhanced Symbiosis. Sweeper can have and gain 1/1 counters while hidden and stunned. And then Chemokinesis. Sweeper has stealth this turn. At the end of the turn, you may hide him. I don't know Sweeper's story at all, so I can't speak to him. We have another Carnage taking over. We have the Red Goblins. This is when Green Goblin got taken over by Carnage. So, aka the Green Goblin. Symbiosis and Sadistic Ultimatum. Choose a supporting character on an enemy player's side. That player chooses to put that character into its owner's hand or stun it. Yes, definitely. Like, Green Goblin's already crazy enough. You didn't need to give him a evil symbiote. Then we're gonna get Carnage himself, who has Paint the Whole World Red. When Carnage attacks, put a -1/-1 counter on each enemy character. You get Shriek. Maximum Mom. Pay 3 less to recruit Shriek for each of the following supporting characters on your side. Doppelganger and Demo Goblin. So if you have both out, she's free. Sonic Beam. Put 3 -1/- counters on an enemy character in combat. We have Scorn. Another fairly newer symbiote. I don't know her entire story either, except that she can control the symbiote because she has a lot of mechanical stuff in her. So it's an interesting thing. So she has Techno Symbiote. Scorn can have equipment while stunned. She can only have one equipment at a time. So she gets the Symbiosis ability, except it works for equipment. Then we have Toxin, who has the strongest and most dangerous. Has Berserker, Climb, Fearless, Ferocious, Leap, Lethal, and Violent. They don't actually list in here what all of those do. But I know Climb lets you tap resources to gain +1/+1 counter. I think Leap lets you attack the back row. Ferocious means you can't be attacked unless they also have Ferocious. I think Violent lets you KO supporting characters. Or Lethal lets you support. Violent, I think, gives you a +1/+1 counter. Oh boy, I don't remember. Let me see if I have a book here that has all the listings of them. It might not even have all of them listed. Keywords. Good, evil, plot twist, building. Do not just have a page of keywords in the instruction book. That would be super helpful, right? No, this book does not. Let me see if I can grab... Oh! And we got a pile of boxes behind me. Yeah, this only lists a couple. Berserker, when a character attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Climb lets him tap to gain counters. Ferocious, melee combat, strikes before characters with Ferocious. Lethal, character wounds a defending supporting character, KO it. So the other ones I'm not sure on. I don't remember what Violent, Fearless, and Leap do. Alright, well, I'm not going to sit here and try and look all of these up right now, because we've had him in other sets before. But yeah, he gains a ton of different abilities, so he's pretty deadly. But he only has one attack to start out with, so you have to use all them abilities to gain stronger. Our final supporting character is Dark Carnage, aka Carnage. This is when he combines with Null, or does stuff with Null. So Dark Arrival. When Dark Carnage appears or recovers, put 5 +1/+1 counters on him. Symbiosis, so he keeps them, and then Dark Prophet. Search your deck for a Null supporting character, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So yeah, that's crazy. And then we're going to get a plot twist. We have 4 copies of that. We have Symbiote Codex. So this had to do with storyline with Venom and everything, where they could find anyone that's had a symbiote attached to them before, because it leaves a little codex behind. So put a +1/+1 counter on a character on your side in the combat. If it has symbiosis, it gains Ferocious in combat. Otherwise, it gains symbiosis until the start of your next battle phase. Our second plot twist is going to be We Are Carnage. Heal a main wound from a character of symbiosis on your side. If Carnage is based up on your side, heal a wound from each character of symbiosis instead. So if you have Venom and Carnage out, you play We Are Venom, We Are Carnage from the last set, you can do some crazy stuff. And then our final card in the set is going to be an equipment. It's going to be the Carnage Symbiote. So we had the Alien Symbiote for Spider-Man, which is in one of the earlier sets. The previous issue in this arc, Lethal Protector, had the Venom Symbiote. Now we have the Carnage Symbiote. So one of a kind, Jealous Parasite can only equip to a character without symbiosis. And when it doesn't, this symbiotic relationship, equipped character has Berserker and Symbiosis and +1. So the Venom one gives him Climb, this one gives him Berserker. It gives him extra attack. So it's kind of a fun thing. You can turn other characters into symbiotes. So that is that. Yes, we got some definitely neat characters in here. Nothing extra special on the instructions we need to look at other than the deck list, which we always like to take a quick look at just in case. But yeah, some neat new characters, some more symbiotes and non-symbiote characters as well. New Green Goblin, kind of fun. New Scarlet Spider card to play with. Yeah, definitely check this out if you like Spider-Man stuff. Check out the other 2 sets and the rest of the videos. See you guys later. Bye.